What's up guys, it's your boy Scion and I'm back with another episode of the MMO show. Now this week I'm going to be talking about new games that are coming. What you're looking at right now is Moonrise, and I'm not really previewing this, but this is going to be basically like Pokemon, and I found it on Free MMO Station, like the preview for it. So I just figured I would throw it up here and talk a little bit about what's coming up in the video. It's going to be very fast. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about each game. I'm just going to show them for you guys so you can actually seek them out and see all the new things that are coming and give you my quick thoughts on everything and just have a little bit of fun this week because there's a lot of new games coming out. Not necessarily, I don't know if they're all going to be great, but they're going to be definitely some new games. So we're going to start right off with Peria Chronicles, which is, I would want to call it an anime MMO. That might be the proper thing to say about it, and it's pretty much going to be coming out soon, so you guys can just definitely get in there. You see that the look of it and everything. Now I'm not too sure exactly what this is that they're doing, or if you're making some type of map, or you can make a map, which if you can, that'd be pretty awesome, because why wouldn't you want to do something like this? And you know, you see things like Trove and Sky Saga and stuff like that, where people make some pretty good things out of gaming, and see, like, look at that, that's just crazy. Like, this on top of being an MMO, like somebody made that right there. Like that's nuts right there. That's a good thing. So it looks like this game has a lot of features that's coming on with it, so definitely look out for it. Next is Division. Now Division is kind of confusing and a little bit daunting to me because this game got more delays than the airport in a snowstorm. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, there's that. And now they're talking about like middle of next year and all stuff like that. Like, if he can play the game the way he's playing it right there in this demo, why the hell can't we get a demo? Like, I'm just saying, like, really, like I can't stand when games in Soul have like delays for no damn reason. Well, I kind of know a few insider on this. They do have a reason, but I don't think it's a good enough reason. So we're gonna move along. Civilization Online is also coming soon, and I like this game. I got to play it a little while before it closed down, which is kind of stupid because I like made the account, and in a way I forgot about it, to be honest with you. So by the time I got to the game, they're like, yeah, well, you got 2 hours. So I basically got to run around for 2 hours. I made a video off of that, and everybody was like, why didn't you show more? I didn't show more because I only got in 2 hours. A Civilization basically takes you through time and takes you through different civilizations, as you can see there, and you basically get an MMO type feel, kind of a dungeon, not dungeon siege, but castle siege type feel, and it's a lot of fun, to be honest with you guys. The little bit that I played, I'm very interested in this game, so we'll see how it goes. Next up we have Blade Soul, which I mentioned a little bit earlier, who just finally got its head out of its butt and it announced it coming live for North America, which I want to say gave, like, no, you see I'm struggling with this because it was a mixed bag. People liked the fact that it was coming, people are pissed. I have a video and an article on MMO site, and people, that's the most comments I've seen, and like the most feeling I've seen out of people. People are really mad and people are happy both ways. Like, it's a mixed bag when it comes to this game, so I'm not too sure how it's going to be received. I thought that people would be really mad or really happy, but it's like really in the middle right now, so I don't know. Black Desert is also coming. Dom is, you know, pretty much doing it themselves. We're probably going to see like a beta for this later on in the year, towards the December and everything. To me, I don't really need an American. I'll play like this in the Korean version, but you know, it's different because everybody can't do that. So I would like to play with everybody, so I'm not, you know, like, you know, gonna be like, hey, screw all you guys, I'm gonna play this and leave you alone. That's why I won't play the Russian version of Skyforge, because there's no reason to do that. I'm just gonna wait for the American. I'm like, I have an account in Russia. Like, this is no reason to do that. The same way there's no reason to stay on the Korean version of Black Desert. But definitely look out for this game because it's probably gonna be one of the better out there. Don't know if it's gonna be the best. That remains to be seen, but we'll see. Now, speaking of Skyforge, that's the next one up. We're definitely going to probably see this coming before everything else. In my opinion, it's already ready. Looking at the Russian version, they just have to, you know, iron a few things out. And the game is pretty awesome in my opinion. I've been watching for a long time. I've been watching the Russian version for a good deal of time, so it's going to be good to go. You don't really have to worry too much about this game. I think it's going to be solid. Not everybody's going to like it because it's very theme park, It's very linear in some ways. It could be better when it comes to that, but you know, sometimes games are what they are, and you have to take them for what they are. And this game is one of those games that's fun to play with a friend. You see, I was playing with a friend here, Mugamu. You can check him out, Mugamu TV, and it's just awesome. So let's move on from that. Peria Saviour, as you can see right here, is also coming. They're actually prepping for the international version, and they were asking a little while ago for testers to actually help translate the game. And this to me is like playing Final Fantasy Tactics, but being able to move on your own instead of having to actually use hexes and move around. Like, I hate that. I always hated that in Final Fantasy Tactics. Always wish that you can control the characters straight away. But here you go. So this game is also gonna. I mean, like, it's just look at this. Remember Ragnarok? Remember your first feeling playing Ragnarok? Like, I loved Ragnarok, the original one, not the second one. The second one is kind of like, yeah, it's trash. I'm not even going to say something else. Revelations. Now, Revelations is also coming, and I think this game is awesome because it's technically, well, not even technically, it is a Blade and Soul clone, but it might be a Blade and Soul clone that does Blade and Soul better than Blade and Soul. So imagine that. Anyway. This one is, and then on top of that, you can fly, and you have combat flying. So yeah, Blade and Soul and Ion put together, because you know, flying and Ion is awesome, but then you do everything else, and it's not that awesome. So this fight right here, as you see right here, like, you know, this is part of one of my gameplays. I need to do another one of those because guys really like the area like that. Now we have Warhammer 40,000. I don't know that much about this game. I've just been watching, like, you know, like the trailers, and then I've been watching a couple of the dev streams and everything. But it looks like the game is going to be pretty good. And I could have sworn the game at one point was supposed to be stopped, but they came back and then they made a new engine. So now everything is looking pretty good right now. So it's definitely another game that you guys should, you know, watch for and look at. Has its own type of feel. It kind of makes me feel like, kind of like Warcraft, like World of Warcraft, but more of a more traditional gun in the type of feel with World of Warcraft. Not that it's just like that game. It's not just like that game. You know, like Warhammer's always been its own standalone game, but we'll see. It looks like it's going to be really good. They're really upping their game from when it really originally started. So yeah. Now you have Kingdom Under Fire, which has been like in beta forever. Another one of those games that just looked awesome, but then you just never really get to play it because they take it forever to put it in North American, you know, continent. Like, it's been everywhere else, I think, just about except North America. So I don't know. It's not out yet. I wish it was out yet, but hey, what it is. Stuff happens. So you know, pretty much the way the game looks, and have fun with it and get out there and look it up. Now, I've been in beta for this for a very, very long time, and I don't know, I've asked around, you know, a few places said that it's still coming, so we'll see. Now, finally, we have Star Citizen. Now, this one, out of everything, I think is one of the games that I'm most excited for to actually come, because I was always a Wing Commander type of gamer. I always liked it, and I've always liked games that you be in space and then you can like travel different places and kind of get that sci-fi feel, like you really actually doing something. And I just like stuff like that. Like this just reminds me of Star Trek and Star Wars and Babylon 5, and it's just fun all the way around. Now, all of these games pretty much have their own thing that's coming about them and have their own way of going about doing things, and they're all supposed to be like some type of next gen or going on next gen. So look out for all of them and give them some love and think about it, because I know sometimes people they judge and don't even give stuff a chance. Have an open mind. That's all I'm really saying. You guys be legendary, and I will see you next week. I hope you enjoyed this MMO show. I had to truncate it a little bit because there was a lot of games that I had to actually show, and there's some games that I left out, kind of like Maple Story and a few other, Maple Story 2 rather, and a few other games. So if you don't see a game here that you actually wanted to see, it's probably because I just had too much stuff to do. So you guys, again, be legendary, and I'll catch you next week. Peace.